Welcome to Miss Rowe Classroom. We previously covered Chapter 1 of Vistas, the third level by Jack Finney. Today, we will review Chapter 2, The Tiger King by Kalki. The Tiger King by Kalki is a satirical story about the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, who is obsessed with avoiding a prophecy that he will die by a tiger. In his quest to kill 100 tigers and defy fate, he succeeds in hunting 99 but ultimately meets his end through a wooden toy tiger. The story humorously explores the themes of power, pride, and the inevitability of fate. The story is set in the fictional kingdom of Pratibandhapuram, ruled by the Tiger King. The setting reflects the time during British colonial rule in India, highlighting the social-political environment of the era. The kingdom has vast forests and is home to many tigers, playing a central role in the story. Let's move to the characters present or mentioned in the story. First, the Maharaja, an arrogant ruler obsessed with defying a prophecy about his death by a tiger. He represents the flaws of power and fate. Second, Chief Astrologer. He predicts the Maharaja's death by a tiger, driving the story's conflict. Third, the Diwan, Maharaja's advisor who helps him find the 100 tiger. Fourth, British officer, a minor character whose desire to hunt tigers in the kingdom threatens the Maharaja's rule, highlighting British influence over Indian rulers. Fifth, Maharaja's wife, married to continue the tiger hunts in her native state, representing Maharaja's determination to fulfill his goal even in marriage. Sixth, Maharaja's son, receives the wooden tiger that leads to the Maharaja's death, fulfilling the prophecy. The story begins with a prophecy. The Tiger King was destined to die one day. However, the chief astrologer predicted that a tiger would cause his death. As an infant, the Maharaja spoke and challenged the prophecy, declaring that all tigers should beware of him. Once the Maharaja ascended the throne, he hunted tigers to defy the prophecy. After killing his first tiger, he confronted the astrologer, who warned him to be cautious of the 100th tiger. His obsession with tiger hunting grew with time. The Maharaja banned others from hunting tigers in his state, reserving the right for himself. The tiger population in his kingdom dwindled, leading him to seek tigers in other states, including his father-in-law's kingdom. Moving further in the story, we find a British officer wanted to hunt tigers in the Maharaja's kingdom, but the Maharaja refused, risking his throne. To appease the officer, the Maharaja sent expensive diamond rings to his wife, costing him 3 lakh rupees. The story shifts when the Maharaja successfully kills 99 tigers, but the 100th tiger becomes elusive. In his desperation, he threatens to increase taxes and even considers dismissing his Diwan. Fearing for his life, the Diwan secretly released an old tiger from a zoo into the forest for the Maharaja to hunt and shoot. The Maharaja thought he killed the 100th tiger, but it only fainted. The hunters, fearing for their jobs, killed the 100th tiger themselves. The story then pivots towards the prophecy. On his son's 3rd birthday, the Maharaja bought a wooden tiger. A splinter from the toy pierced the Maharaja's hand, leading to an infection that eventually caused his death. The story concludes that the prophecy was fulfilled, and the wooden tiger symbolically became the 100th tiger, leading to the king's death. Now let's shift to the theme present in the story. The story The Tiger King is a satire that mocks the arrogance and self-importance of those in power, like the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram. The Maharaja's obsession with defying the prophecy that a tiger would kill him reveals his vanity and delusion. Despite his efforts to control fate, he ultimately falls victim to the very destiny he tries to avoid. Another critical point is the use of dramatic irony in the story. Dramatic irony occurs when the audience knows something the characters do not, contrasting the characters' beliefs and the actual situation. The Maharaja believes he has killed the 100th tiger, thinking he has beaten fate. The reader knows the tiger is not dead, contrasting what the Maharaja believes and the reality. This irony makes his celebrations and sense of victory seem foolish. The Maharaja buys a wooden tiger as a gift, unaware it will lead to his death. The reader understands that the toy tiger will fulfill the prophecy, adding an ironic twist to the story. The irony is that a toy, not a real tiger, ends up causing his death, highlighting the unpredictability of fate. The Tiger King by Kalki humorously criticizes the blind pride and arrogance of rulers who believe they can outsmart fate. It also highlights the irony of life, where the very thing one tries to avoid often becomes the cause of their downfall. This concludes the explanation of The Tiger King by Kalki. Please visit our website www.misroclassroom.com for summaries, themes, vocabulary, MCQs, important passages, and question and answers for Class 12 English chapters or poems, including extract-based questions. Stay tuned, we'll meet again to discuss Vista's Chapter 3, Journey to the End of the Earth by Tishani Doshi. If you like the content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Bye-bye.